If you ever moved abroad or you're thinking about it, this video is for you. Because there's a part of moving abroad that nobody really talks about. And honestly, it can catch you off guard. So let's talk about the guilt that comes with living far away and why it doesn't mean you made the wrong choice. When we move abroad, we never expect to have guilt. Instead, we think it's exciting, it's an adventure, and most of all, it's gonna be fun. We know that we will miss family and friends, but what we don't expect is how, over time, that missing can turn into guilt that breaks our hearts. And that guilt, it's not talked about enough. Nobody warns you before you leave. Everyone just says, yes, move abroad, it's gonna be amazing and so much fun, you won't regret it. And honestly, you won't regret moving abroad. Even though it might be one of the hardest things you'll ever do in your life. It will change your life in ways you never expected. It will change you. But moving abroad also brings guilt, a heavy feeling that can grow over time. The guilt might not come in the first year because we have so many other things and emotions going on. We're trying to figure out our new life, how buses and trains work, how to do taxes, applying for jobs, meeting new people, adjusting to a whole new culture. We just try to survive, and that takes up all our energy in the first year. Of course, we feel homesick, we miss our family like crazy, but the guilt often comes later, when life abroad starts feeling more normal. That's when we begin to realize how much we're actually missing out on back home. We miss nephews and nieces growing up. We miss special occasions, so many birthdays, weddings, and the worst part, we miss funerals. While we're living away, life back home keeps moving as well. Our parents are getting older and we realize that we're missing everything in their lives and they're missing everything in our life. Even though we keep in touch over phone calls and video chats, we still miss the small things, the everyday moments. They don't get to see how we're changing and growing abroad, and we can't be there for them while they are growing older. And that hurts. It hurts in a way that's hard to explain, and the guilt just grows. It makes us question everything, like, why did I move abroad? Why am I not home? Why did I do this to myself? Am I supposed to move back home even though this is my dream? Should I move back even though I feel good and happy abroad? And that's why we moved abroad in the first place, right? It's like no matter what we choose, we lose anyway. We want both. We want to be home and we want to live abroad. We want to be there for the special moments and we want to chase our dreams abroad. And that feeling can get really heavy. We don't really have anyone to talk about this because the only ones who understand are the people who have moved abroad and feel the same. But you don't just meet those people on the street all the time, do you? We mostly just share the good parts and keep the bad parts inside of us. But there's a saying, a problem shared is problem halved. And it's true. Talking about it even just a little can make it feel lighter. We put so much pressure on ourselves because of this guilt, but we shouldn't. Moving abroad comes with sacrifices and we are allowed to chase our dreams. The people who genuinely care and love you will always want the best for you, no matter what your dreams are and no matter how far you are. They understand your reasons for leaving and they will celebrate your journey and growth. Because you're not leaving them behind. You will always be there for them as well, just in a different way. In a way you can be, through phone calls, video chats, visits, letters. But you're building a life that you dreamed of. They will absolutely miss you, just like you do. But they are also proud of you, just as you should be. A lot in life comes with a cost or sacrifice, but in order to gain something, we often have to lose something. It hurts. It's heartbreaking and sometimes overwhelming, but that's the truth about growth and change. It's uncomfortable. Even though you lose something, you also gain so much from moving abroad. Experiences you once only dreamed about, seeing places you never knew existed, and you'll meet people who will become your family, building a life and career that you truly love, and so much more. And choosing your dreams isn't selfish. It doesn't mean you love them any less. No, absolutely not. If anything, moving abroad makes you appreciate and love them even more. You cherish every memory and moment spent together. But please, don't let the guilt eat you up. Don't let it stop you from living the life you dreamed of. I know, it's easier said than done. But you did it for a reason. You had a reason to move abroad. You had a dream. You had a goal. So don't forget that. I get it. Being away from family is the worst part of moving abroad. But why not talk to your family and friends about it? Tell them how you feel. Tell them how much you miss them and how guilty you sometimes feel. I'm pretty sure that they would tell you the same thing as I am telling you now. Live your life. Live the life you dream of. All they ever want you to do is to be happy. They love seeing you happy. They would do anything to support that happiness. And think about the good parts too. Living abroad often brings opportunities not just for you, but for your family. I know so many stories where parents had never traveled, but they got to travel because their child moved abroad. They got to experience and see things they never thought they would. And those memories are priceless. And once they visit, they start to truly understand you more. Why you wanted to move abroad and why you want to stay. So if you're watching this video, I think it's time for you to let some of that guilt go. If you need to, write it down, get it out of your head. It can bring you so much relief. If you need to, talk to your family or someone who understands. Plan visits, either you visiting home or inviting family to visit you. Even having a plan makes the distance feel a little bit smaller. And remind yourself why you made this choice. And finally, be kind to yourself. You're doing the best you can. You're allowed to feel sad, you're allowed to miss people, but you're also allowed to chase your dreams, even when it's hard. Because life is too short not to go after what you want. I love this saying, no amount of regret can change the past, and no amount of worry can change the future. So keep that in mind and be proud of the journey you're on. If this video made you feel a little less alone today, I'm glad. Moving abroad is full of beautiful moments, but it also has its hard parts. And if you want to hear more about life abroad, the highs and the lows, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment if this resonated with you. I'd love to hear your story too, because you're not alone and you're doing amazing, even on the days when it feels heavy.